In this episode of Curiosity Public, we all lose it.
Jules?
All this and more in this installment of Curiosity Public's Ultimate Spirits Competition. Scotchapalooza, Scotchapalooza, Scotch.
Sketch.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. I'm Dutch.
I'm Jules.
Dylan.
Welcome to yet another installment of our Ultimate Spirits Competition. Our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet is subjected to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. And in this episode, Dewars, 32.
Again?
Yes, that's right.
32!
We did a reaction video to our first crack of this. You can check that up. Check that out. Up over Dylan's head there. It should pop up. We loved it. But we have no idea how it will actually score when we put pen to paper and try to analyze our categories. But we've talked about it. You guys can check out that video for a lot of the background and our initial reactions to it. Let's see if it stays consistent here. So let's take a quick look at the box again. What a beautiful presentation. 32-year-old, unique 4-stage aging process on the back of the box. They've got this whole process they went through, combining two separate whiskeys and casks and bringing it together and aging it different ways. Kind of cool. The box, look at that die cut thing.
I see it. Isn't there like a...
They're handprints, yeah.
Fingerprints?
Now we should note that this is a 150 milliliter.
150?
375 milliliter bottle. Wow, I'm broken. 46% alcohol. Very cool looking bottle. Look at that. Look at that label there.
It's actually a very expensive bottle.
Yeah, 150,
considering that it's only like half a bottle.
$150. It is a small batch. Look at the color on that thing. That is just ridiculous.
Looks like brandy.
It looks like Coke. I'm gonna pour this. I mean, Dylan, we've talked about it before. You got anything else you want to say about it?
No, it's a 4-stage process. Finished in Pedro Jimenez. The one thing I do want to mention is that it won the Best Whiskey Award at the IWC. Now, I think the most important thing is, will it win anything at the Ultimate Spirits Competition? Right?
6.
You're gonna give this 60? Well,
Wow.
only one way to find out.
Wow, look how
Look
dark
at
that
this.
is. This is Coke.
It is so dark.
It's like Pepsi.
You know what it's like? Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Peppy Dr. Pepper. Wow, look at the legs on this thing.
You know what it also...
Still smells great.
It smells like au jus.
Yeah, it does. It's like fatty.
Yeah.
Well, let's give it a second to open up and dig into this. And we'll be back in a few minutes with our initial scores.
I don't know if I said this before, but man, I'm getting flour on this one. I don't know if it's just because it's been sitting there.
I can't believe I'm doing it.
Oh, baby, I'm excited.
Language. You know what's crazy? You taste it, right? And the finish is still there, and you're trying to nose it, and you can't nose it properly because the finish is still there. Yep. And you're waiting for the finish to finish. It won't finish.
The finish won't finish. You're right. The finish will not finish on this. Okay, guys, we've had a chance to taste. We've had a chance to score. We haven't revealed or discussed our scores with each other yet. Jules is going to tell you guys a little bit about our scoring system, but before I do that, I want to give you guys a little sneak peek. If you are a member of Curiosity Private, either here on YouTube or over on Patreon, you're going to get to see us do a head-to-head comparison between Dewars and Kirkland.
Really?
We
24.
should do it blind at this point.
I think we should do it blind. Okay, we'll do it blind. Because you know what? $150 for a 375, so basically a $300 Scotch, compared to a like $67.99.
$67.99.
70 bucks.
We'll call it $70 widely available
everywhere.
Scotch. Obviously, there's an age discrepancy, but they are both heavily sherry influenced. So that's for members only.
I want to just kind of preface this by saying we did this on the live and we put it against a bunch of different things.
The reaction.
Yeah, the reaction video, and it just like
It crushed them.
destroyed it.
Yeah,
so we had nothing left. We had the Glen Foundry 29 year, but
That's what the guy told
That was like
Lime.
the closest to age, right?
saying, oh yeah, it's as good as 32.
All right, guys, let's get our initial scores. Actually, first, Jules is going to tell you guys about our system.
Oh, yeah. We have
You want me to do
10
it?
categories across
Jules is having a moment.
to 100 points. Then we do aroma, flavor, body complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. However, flavor we weigh at 20 points each. Or 20 points. And aesthetics and value at 5 points each. And you can medal in our competition if you score 16 up from bronze to silver, gold to diamond.
All right, everybody, you're going to find out why Dylan and I are laughing pretty quickly here. My initial score, 95. Jules?
What?
Jules?
Uh, 99.
Dylan, what'd you give it?
Oh, I get it a 97.
Well, obviously, this is going to be a diamond. It may be the highest scoring thing we've ever reviewed.
Oh my god.
I don't feel like we should even go through everything. at this
I
point.
don't think we have to.
But let's start with Aroma. I gave it a 9.
I give it a 9. Oh.
It's 10. It's perfect. It's perfect.
It was close.
It's perfect.
Plum jam,
getting everything.
spice,
I was getting
flour.
the floral, the spice, the sweet.
I needed
the
it. I needed
jammy.
it turned up just a little bit.
Really?
I needed everything turned
there's
up
like
just
great
a tiny
balance
bit.
on it, just even on the aroma. No. It was great. It's perfect.
It was really close. for me.
It's a strong 9. I think I could
Strong
jump to a 10. I don't know. I hate it when I don't want to say it's an intangible that brings it down, right? Because that's unfair.
Well, it's like it was. If you think about everything your nose can get,
Yeah.
it was like 75%. It was a lot of it. But it's like I wanted it louder. I wanted everything just a little bit louder.
I get that.
you
I
know?
get the part about loud, but no, man, this thing was.
And that's why I
everything.
understand.
This was like max capacity, like oh my god, like overload sensory. That was great.
I want to give a justification for the 9. I think it is so intense that the honey flower component just kind of died out a little. It was just kind of pushed down, and so that's why it wasn't
that's
a
fair.
perfect.
Yeah.
In that perfect honey barrel, that perfectly balanced aroma, you'll get basically proportionally everything, and so that's why it wasn't perfect. But I gotta say, it's a super strong 9.
That was it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, moving on to flavor. I gave it a 19.
20.
I give it a 20.
This
I give
is
it a 20.
perfect, dude.
I
This
give it a
has
20.
everything.
This is everything. This does.
This has everything, and I know my palate's limited, but this was max capacity right here, guys.
Yeah. And I can kind of get into the details. First of all, I kind of mentioned this, I think, in the the Ardbeg Korivrekken review, but the smoke and the peat, what I want the smoke and the peat to do is accentuate the rest of the flavors. I want it to be like the pedestal in which this thing is presented to me.
It shouldn't be overwhelming.
And what I loved about this is like it invokes our love of grilling and love of smoking our meats and fruits.
We live in a barbecue pit.
I basically got the grilled peach, the dates.
No.
I'm getting like, it's almost like cognac in some ways, right? And it's just so rich. I can't deny how amazingly the flavor profile is, and so I couldn't give it less than perfect at this point.
I get it. I definitely get it. Good points, Dylan. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm Jules right now, which is like, it was close.
But it was
What's missing? But you have to say it. You can't just kind of like, I feel like it's a lower score.
That's all I need to
Jules
do.
should be backing me up right now.
No, you can't say that. Why is it not a higher score?
It's really
Wait,
close.
what did you give it? Sorry.
19.
Yeah, but what's missing? There
I think
it is.
another fruit, because all I'm really getting is dates and plums.
What fruit?
I don't know anything. If it
No,
just had
you can't just say, well, it's missing something, but I don't know. Well,
I can say whatever I want to say.
This is a logical. You know,
Jules, you should be backing me up right now.
Logical
Leave him
fallacy.
alone. Dude.
Logical fallacy.
Back off.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, moving
No,
on to...
no, we're not moving on. What's missing?
No, you're here for context, bro. I'm just here.
Yeah, Jules is on fire today, man.
Dang.
This is good stuff,
I'm
dude.
missing something else. It's too much. It's like the plum is the only fruit I'm really getting. I feel like if there was a citrus thing or a stone fruit in here, like some other element to the sweetness was a little too one-dimensional for me.
Okay.
That was
all right. I'll accept that. The citrus and things like that, it's not as prominent as you would like, I think, for you. But
Okay.
I thought, dang, this is good.
Nah, I'm getting like that charred peach and then a drizzle of citrus on top
Yeah,
of that.
right,
You know?
right.
It's like, this is amazing.
It's the sweetness of that that's like coming through. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a compote of.
Let's move on to body, which was actually the easiest one for me to score, which was a 9.
10.
I
Mouthfeel was perfect.
It was really
Viscosity
close,
was great.
but it was just
There's a nice lathering effect in my tongue that I
just
don't
a
always
little
get.
bit too thin for me. Like to get a 10, it was a little bit too thin.
Thin?
It was really close.
No,
And
it's-
I know exactly where you guys are coming from, but I have had things that coated my palate better than this, and that's the only reason I didn't get a 10.
Yeah, I kind of sympathize. I can see like the slightly weaker 10.
It's like it starts out great, but then it just
It does trail quick.
backs off
It
too
does
quick.
trail quick.
There is a slight little
need a
subtle component that is not as velvety as we had seen in other Scotch releases, right?
Yeah, and that's why it's a 9.
So, all right,
It's
I'll go
close.
down.
It coats my.
It's not a perfect. Like, just the fact that I have to describe
describing it
you
as
can't give it a perfect, so it's a
I don't
9.
think it's a perfect.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Okay, moving on to complexity. Very similar analysis for me. I give it a 9.
I give it a 10.
I gave it a 10. This has a lot.
This has so much going on.
Yeah,
I
there are
almost
a
like
lot of things.
couldn't even pay attention to it all, but it was
So
still
name what's going on for me.
amazing.
Let me see if I get the same
So a
things.
couple of things I think that we didn't mention. There is actually the oak wood component.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. We obviously know about the fruits, the jam. We talk about so it's basically a plum jam,
I'm getting
the grape
floral
jam.
on
There
top
is
of
flo-
that,
there is
which
floral. You're right.
There's
really
definitely
nice.
floral.
Yeah.
I think I do agree with you. There's like a drizzle of the citrus component. I love the dates, but you know what makes it what like pushes it over the top is like the smoke. Like it's like they put it on the grill, charcoal grill.
But they
and
didn't
just kinda-
overdo it.
Yeah,
They didn't overdo it.
It was just like really subtle.
Yeah.
You need say no more.
Yeah.
I am now a 10.
All right,
Woo!
there we go. Unanimity.
Excellent. Let's get to balance. Easy 10.
10.
Everything that is here, you can pick it out.
Nothing overwhelms the
distinct.
other.
Nothing steps on anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
It's
It's so
Perfect.
good, guys.
And the reason why that's actually phenomenal is because I was very cynical about this whole like process, right? Because it was like, as a marketing gimmick, who cares? It's like, this is not going to show the
this is
craftsmanship.
blending perfection.
This is craftsmanship. So yeah, I can't deny that.
Okay, finish. The phrase I wrote down was out of control to 10. This would be an 11 if I could give.
Yeah, totally.
Out of control.
Yeah.
No, so it's
This would be
so
an 11.
long. It's so long that I'm trying to nose it,
Yeah,
and like
were
the
saying
finish
earlier,
is
it
trying to
interrupted
like it's
that, right?
interrupting,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
still here. It's still here.
yeah, it's still there, and I said,
Right there.
I'm gonna have this finished all day.
I'm just trying to think, like,
So
can
good.
you finish the finish so that I could nose it again and like take that component
It's
out?
not even finished. It's like infinity.
yeah.
Like, it keeps going.
It's amazing.
So
yeah.
good, guys.
Absolutely incredible. Let's move on to uniqueness. 10.
10.
I gave it a 10. I have an anecdote.
Oh.
Let's hear it. I mean, I've never had
Okay.
anything like this.
So,
Total wine guy?
So I was going to a party, right? A cocktail party, and I wanted to pick this up, and I wanted to bring this. Okay, they didn't have it. It was sold out everywhere in my area. I mean, I looked everywhere, right? I couldn't find an alternative like that was this good. So you know what I ended up doing? I got the Dewars 27 year. Same thing, double.
Didn't do it?
Didn't do
really?
it.
Interesting.
Didn't do it. And so I said, you know what? this is truly unique. You got me, Dewars. You got me.
Yeah, you got me.
They got all of us.
Seriously, I got the 27.
Jules, yeah,
They got Jules,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, like that's unique. Yeah.
Okay, guys, drinkability, easy 10, man.
10.
I already poured myself more. I could kill this bottle.
I give it a 10 because I still think about it. Like before this, record, I was like looking forward to drinking this today.
I often find myself thinking about this.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
And next up, aesthetics, easy 5 for me.
5.
The fact that Jules said parallelogram is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, look at that parallelogram right there.
guys.
So 5 out
Oh
of
man, look at that color when you do that, dude.
This is just such a beautiful,
Amazing.
beautiful presentation. I do wish it was a full-size bottle.
Of course. And
So,
that's where I
what's
did
crazy?
knock it off a point.
You know what's crazy? That I was looking
On
for
aesthetics?
bottles that
No,
look like
not
this.
aesthetic, but yeah.
Look like this, but at the 750, so I can pour both of them in there.
Okay, guys, let's get to our final category. Value 4.
Same. 4. This is the one area where I knocked it off a point. And mostly because
You want a
this
bigger
bottle
bottle?
size. This bottle
Well,
size.
just double it.
But if we did double it and at that price, I would
$300.
still buy this. I think that's
So I gave it a 3.
I would still buy it.
But
Wow.
I don't.
I mean, I'm contemplating a 5 right now.
Yeah,
I think
like-
300. What $300?
yeah,
Scotch
I
is
mean,
300.
considering my experience,
Exactly.
like trying to find an alternative, and the fact that they
32
made this
years, dude.
accessible by bringing it down to 375. Yeah, I gotta go up on that.
32
yeah, I
years,
agree.
dude.
It's at least a
Come
4.
on.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
got
I mean,
least a 4.
I could conceivably go up to a 5. I mean, I would understand the argument. And if I told somebody, is this a value at $150? I don't know. I mean, it's
Yeah, you would. It's
Yeah,
a steal.
you would.
It's a
I don't
steal.
would.
think it's a steal.
It's a
But
steal.
If you like Scotch,
you're getting.
it's a
It's a steal.
no-brainer.
It's a steal. It's a steal.
But I think the thing that could push me over is like if I could go to any spirit drinker and tell them that this is a steal at 150, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
Okay, I want to tell you another
Maybe.
story. So at the cocktail party, we were drinking through this, and
I thought you got
basically,
the 27.
yeah, the 27 year, right? And it went like this, and it was like this much. The host basically called me over and said, "Okay, you need to hide this bottle because I want to take it over there. I'm gonna drink it on my own because everybody's drinking it too fast."
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I felt like most people thought that this was a good value because $150, they would no brainer they would pick this.
So are we all off? Are we all off? Should we all be 5s?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is a.
I'm trying to think right now.
For a
like, of
32 year, like imagine a single single malt release, right? A 32 year.
well, here's
we're
why.
talking
I
have
about
a
in
problem.
the
No,
here's why.
thousands of dollars.
Why would they present it this way, though? So that's why, why would they only do it
Well,
at
here's my problem though, is just by the definition of value,
Right.
we're thinking price. We got to remember price and availability. And you just told an anecdote about not being able to find it anymore.
That's true.
The problem
I think
is,
I think
that's
we're
fine.
right for it.
Four's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you're right.
I
You're
think
right.
it's a 4.
Yeah.
I think it is a 4.
Yeah, you're right. You got it.
All right, guys, let's get our final tally and figure out where this is going to end up.
it's at the top.
I ended up at a 96.
99. I can't believe I'm saying it.
Okay, I give it a
99.
97.
97. Which gives us our official Curiosity Public score for Dewars 32 Double Oak.
Obviously, diamond.
We got to get the board.
Woo!
We got to get the old pen and paper out.
Oh, and the red pen
Yep.
is mightier than the sword. Hinder. Wow.
And absolutely
Wow.
incredible.
Wow. Dethroned.
Got to move Tears of the Aroma down.
Dethroned. Wow.
97.
Wow.
We have a new leader, guys. Dewars 32,
Check it
taking
out. Check it
the
out.
top of the list.
Hats off, man. Hats off. This is
Incredible, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, how long was Tears up there for?
Over
Had a good
about
run.
a year.
Right.
I mean, that's really been
That's amazing.
and a whiskey. A whiskey was able to dethrone it.
that's amazing.
Wow, guys.
Amazing.
Amazing outcome here. We're going to now compare it to a 24-year-old Kirkland
I'm
blind.
gonna choose that one.
We tried the other stuff and
we'll
it failed
see,
already.
we'll see what happens. But Jules,
Tell us
take
what you
us
guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, just let us know what you think about this episode. Hit that subscribe button for more videos from Curiosity Public. If you are so kind, consider joining Curiosity Private, which is our membership program here on YouTube. We do also have Patreon. It's another great way to help us out. And we are selling t-shirts. You can buy these kind of t-shirts on, we got 2 storefronts now. So check out the links in the description. And we also have a podcast on all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Cheers to that.
So freaking good.
It's perfect.
I'm not looking anymore.
I'm like,
Stop looking.
stop! Shut up. It's like the chocolate episode, man. This is stupid. Hide your scores, okay?
I already saw it.
I want to be surprised.
I'll hide mine. How about that?